Hello, welcome to Lit Bricks. My name is Mike, and today we will be lighting up the Harbormasters Office. This was a Bricklink set from the last series that just got released. The new one's actually coming out pretty soon here, actually, which is awesome. I know I said actually twice, whatever. Either way, we're here to light this up. We will be using Light My Bricks 2.0 lights. I have some extra DIY lights laying around that we're going to use to light this, but I actually think that I might make it a hybrid. I didn't think I wanted to light the underside of this in a blue tone because it's kind of lifted up off the ground and looks like there's water underneath. But I kind of want to put a blue light underneath here. And the only way to do that is to do a hybrid build because I don't have any blue 2.0 lights. All I have is blue regular lights. But I have a converter dock and plenty of other 1.0 stuff to make this work. So this will be my first hybrid build or light job. I don't know, whatever you want to say. But I'm going to do it. So this light up here needs to be flashing, and I only have flashing 1.0 lights, so I might as well use them. There's not a lot going on inside here for light to get out. I do have some meteor lights. I have all of these. These are actually, all of these lights right here, this big bundle of stuff, was sent to me by Kenny, the owner of Light My Bricks. Initially, when we decided to do some videos together, he sent me some DIY lights to use at my own leisure. So this is cool. Thanks a lot, Kenny. I appreciate it. And we'll be using some of them to light this up. So I have some meteor lights. I have some flux touch pads. I have some tethers or belts. Everything's warm white though. So in order for me to get the effect of the water that I would like, if I decide to go that route, which I think I'm going to, I only have blue 1.0 lights. So I guess I'll show you how to combine both 1.0 and 2.0 if you want to. It just takes a converter dock, pretty simple stuff. And I have a bunch of them because I need them. So I'll take you through this build, show you what's inside. It's pretty cool inside, all kinds of neat stuff. It's actually, this set's really awesome, I gotta say. I appreciate that it's off the water and it kind of simulates water underneath. There's like corals and stuff and a scuba diver. But at the same time, it doesn't exactly match what I have going on in my ocean section, which is why I was hesitant to light up the water. But I have some blue lights at the bottom of the drum strand ship just to kind of simulate that it's on water. So I figured it can't be that bad. It ought to look pretty cool. So I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. So we'll get into this. I'll show you what's inside this awesome set. And it's DIY. So again, it might take a little minute for me to figure out where exactly I'm going to be placing stuff. But it ought to be pretty cool. So let's do this. All right, so this thing comes apart like a modular. There's the base. Here's the first floor. Pretty cool. Little guy in there doing his harbor master stuff with a computer. Let me turn this around. Some filing cabinets, a radio, compass. Awesome set. Crate full of maps. I don't know why his chair is rocking back and forth because I just decided to knock him off. Why not? That's how this day is going anyway. So, let me put him back on. If I can. There we go. Let me talk to that radio. There's all kinds of cool little gear in here that has obviously fallen off the wall. I need my tweezers. Now, this is the second floor. This is where he sleeps. And there's like a awesome staircase that goes down. And that's it. But it's a cool set. I love it. It looks great in the ocean. It serves a purpose. And there's cool details everywhere. Little seagulls. Cool sign. No wake, slow down. Engine off. Octane. Haven't seen that in a while. And actually it's on the, yep, there it is as well. So yeah, pretty awesome set. I don't know if that's, no, it's a sticker. All those are stickers. Some of those are printed, but some of those are stickers. And it's cool. So I'm going to throw a few lights on this. And after looking at this, it's really not substantial at all. So we'll see how I decide to go about doing the hybrid build. Because I had planned on running all the stuff to the bottom, just doing the blue lights with old lights, which would have worked great. The problem is this green one up top here that I kind of want flashing is at the top. So I got to find a way to get that light wire down to where it can connect to whatever dock I'm using to connect to the converter dock that comes from the 2.0 lights, which ought to be pretty easy. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's get started. Okay, so it took a little while, but here's what I've come up with for the bottom. I am going to shine these blue lights down onto the water below. I wasn't going to do it, but I thought you can't see any of this stuff under here, so I want to do it. So now you can see the shark and the scuba diver, all the little corals and fish and stuff that's under here. And I think it ought to look pretty cool. But so I got the old dock, or the old connecting board here. Ouch. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? What are you doing, Deep? Hey, buddy. You being crazy? So the other reason why it took so long for me to make a video was I totally forgot that I needed to cat-proof this basement. And it wasn't the leg. He can't jump up on the tables. It's the cords underneath. I had to spend $100 just to move them up so he can't get to any of them. Anyway, back to this. Here's the converter dock that I'm going to use the 2.0 lights up top. And I don't think I'm going to make this green light flashing like I said I was going to, because I only have a flashing 1.0 light and I don't want to try to connect it down to this oily board that I have down here. It would just be a pain. So I'm not going to do it. It's going to be solid, which ought to look just fine. I do have some spotlights for this sign as well. But here's the bottom, and I need to put it back on so I can test it. But it all looked pretty good. All right, we got our belt for power running behind there up to a 3-port dock that I'm going to click underneath this. This comes apart like a modular. And then I got the spotlight in front of the Harbormaster sign. Looks pretty good. I think I might put a light in the octane pump as well. Since I have another slot, I have 2 more slots for down here. And then I'm going to put a flux touchpad up here for the floor above. So let's do that. All right, we've got a 30 centimeter warm white light and the octane sign now. I tried to light it a bunch of different ways, but none of them worked out. So unfortunately, it does have just it lights up the whole thing, but there is a pronounced circle in the middle just because of where the light is at. But that's fine, it'll look all right. I checked it, it's not horrible. And I ran the wire underneath all of this. Can't even see it. It's actually right here. Yep, looks great. Ran it down the back of the gas pump here. Love these ribbon cables, and that should be the perfect length up here for me to reach this dock. Actually, yes it is. That worked out. I got one more space for a light on this floor if I want. I'm thinking maybe I might do something with this. I don't know. Let me think about it. Ooh, there is I can't make it flicker. There's a stove in here, or what do you call it, like a wood burning stove. Let me figure this out. Got a spot for this flux touchpad. I moved it down a little bit just to make it better over here. And we got a meteor light on the ceiling for the floor below. Looks pretty good. I think I can button up this bottom floor now and focus on this, because I might spotlight some of these outside, like this outside sign here. I'm going to spotlight, I think, maybe this small vessels only, maybe this no wake on the other side. I might spotlight all this, just because I think it should be lit. It's important. What was that? Oh, my phone. Hilarious. Oh, hey, what you doing, buddy? You playing? I didn't even hear you down here. Chewing on stuff? Yeah. Little kitty teeth. Good job, buddy. All right, let's do this. So far I'm only working on getting these flux touchpads in place because everything else kind of revolves around that at the moment. Because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with the spotlight aspect. But there are some ports in the stock here that I can use to light up some stuff that I probably will use to light up some stuff. Like this sign here. I'm going to spotlight that somehow. I just have to figure it out. I got the flux touchpad and the meteor light on the bottom of the top floor now, and this all works. I'm going to put some more lights on here. I'm going to light up that green light. I'm going to put some lights facing up in the top here so this is brighter out these little windows in the top. And then we're going back to spotlighting. And I might put one more white light in this area here on this ceiling to light up down here some more. So, but it looks pretty good actually, I gotta say. So let's figure the rest of this out. Okay, I got the spotlight situation sorted. This one is okay. It's the best I could do because I couldn't light it from like the side or anything. I could only do it from the top. But I got the one there and the one there, and everything is tidied up down here. Not too shabby. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Hey, hey, buddy. Hey, hey, what are you doing? Get off of the... Get out. Where'd you go? I don't know what this thing's gonna do now. I hope it turns back on. Wait, where'd you go? Hey, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? Hey, what are you doing, buddy? Oh boy, this cat. All right, let's get back to work. All right, so this whole spotlighting thing turned out to be a little bit more difficult than I planned. So I actually had to move all these down to 2 levels here, so they wouldn't fit underneath, because this actually overhangs a little bit. I didn't realize that. I do now, of course. But I had to lower all these, and then I had to re-engineer everything around them. So now they're poking out of the wall. That one is. That one is. They still look all right though, so that's fine. And I think I'm almost done. Everything works. I'm going to put a couple more lights in the top here to make this a little bit brighter. But I think that's it. I might add one down here, possibly. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it looks when I turn the lights off. So let me get this going, and we can see what she looks like in the dark. Here's the roof all buttoned up. I put 2 cylindrical clear pieces with 2 lights up in the top of this thing, so there should be more light up there. And that's done. So I think I'm done for now. I'm going to see what this looks like, and I may or may not still add that one light over on this side. We'll see in a second. All right, she's done. I'm not going to add the light. It's not necessary, so let's see what it looks like in the dark. Alexa, turn off ceiling lights.
Okay.
Heh. That looks cool. We can see underneath now. That's pretty cool. Signs lit up, the octane signs lit up. It does have a nice little glow to it, even though it has a little circle part. It's way better in person than it's showing on camera. The no wake looks cool. The green light is on. The lights upstairs look pretty good. The Harbormaster signs lit up. You can see them in there working. That's cool. There's the back. Small vessels only. You can still see it, luckily, even though we had to make the changes that we had to make. So that's pretty cool. Again, the underneath looks great. Let me turn off this other light real quick. I should have known better. That's okay. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I'll be. I like it. Not too flashy. The blue's cool. I mean, I was not too sure about the blue, but it's funny too because those are 1.0 lights down there. So this is a 1.0, 2.0 hybrid. And I think it looks pretty great, if I say so myself. Probably biased because I did it myself. Wow. Cool. Now I gotta go hook it up at the spot, which means I gotta drill holes and a bunch of other stuff, so I got some work to do, but this looks great. All right, there's the Harbormasters Office back in its spot, and let's see what it looks like with everything else. All right, so the blue actually does not look too bad, I gotta say. because I have blue underneath this drum strand ship too, this old one. Where's it at? Right there? No. And it kind of matches that. And there's blue light shining off the bottom of the lighthouse as well. So you know what? It kind of works. I like it. Looks pretty good, actually. I have it in Ninjago. We're in Ninjago. So I have it's a big bay. So here's all of the Ninjago sets, city markets, blah, 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 all of them. And then there's old Destiny's Bounty. And it's like a harbor. So I put the Harbormaster's Office at the beginning of the harbor. So I thought it made sense. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to go around the other side. Huh. You know what? That does look pretty good, I gotta say. I like it. All right. Huh. Awesome. Well, I should probably go around to the front too so we can see the Harbor Master sign. I'm sure you don't mind walking around all this. Oh, yep, and there it is. Sweet. I love it. Actually, it turned out way better than I thought. Huh. Cool. All right. Let's finish up this video. I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Lit Bricks. I enjoyed lighting up the Harbormaster's office. Everything I used was just stuff I had laying around. Yeah, it wasn't a specific kit or anything. Just DIY style. All like my brick stuff, 1.0 and 2.0 for the first time. Probably won't happen again. Yeah, it might. I still have some old lights, and I have converter docks, so maybe I will. It depends on what I'm lighting up. We'll see. Either way, hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like, that'd be great. Subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Until next time, folks, have a wonderful day.